Hello everyone, we are RiggyRob Pimmsy, and
Hello.
welcome to our live reaction / co-stream of the Google Stadia Connect
I'm
conference
really excited.
thing.
It says it's going to include pricing and games.
Yeah, it's going to be...
So I'm quite interested.
It's going to be
it's going to be like
interesting.
An Xbox.
Yeah, it could be like an Xbox conference. It could be like, you know, something we've never seen before, because Google have never done a gaming conference before.
No, I said like Xbox. I didn't mean like it was going to be Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, but I think you're right in that of the conferences it's going to take form, it's going to look the most like a Microsoft conference, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, hopefully you guys can hear us okay. Obviously, there's no audio playing at the moment, so we don't know how loud the Google Stadia thing is going to be.
No, get off that.
So if it is too loud, too quiet, then try and let us know as we watch, because otherwise we're not going to know. And yeah. So it's going to start at 6 p.m. Central European Time, which is in about a minute, maybe 30 seconds. No, Central European Time is not British Standard Time. So Pimmsy has currently taken care of the cat, and we hope that she will get back soon enough. But yeah, not really sure what to expect. We're using the official YouTube stream on the PS4, so there shouldn't be any quality problems on YouTube's end, because that would just kind of not instill any confidence in Google's Stadia Connect as a product. But otherwise, here we go. So, we've got mature games in this as well.
I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Phil. Thanks so much for joining us today for the first Stadia Connect. This series gives you a look at Stadia news, events, new titles, bonus features, and more. We'll be posting these Stadia Connect videos from time to time to bring you the latest from Google straight to all of you, the players. We've got a bunch of exciting news to share with you today, so let's get started. 3 months ago, we gave you a first look at Stadia, a new generation game platform powered by the best of Google. Today,
so it had been announced at GDC,
first wave of games
but
available
yeah, nothing else other than that.
We'll share pricing details, including an exclusive launch offer, and you'll learn how to become one of the
exclusive
first
launch offer.
Stadia
Interesting.
players.
Also, do you
Stadia
reckon we
has
should
been
turn
years
subtitles
in
on
the
for
making
this?
across different
Considering
Google
you're talking
teams,
over everything you're
Google's
saying.
mission has always been to make information more accessible for everyone.
There are no
With
subtitle
Stadia,
options. Interesting.
Our goal is to make
Alright,
gaming more accessible for everyone too. We designed Stadia to bring together game players and game watchers from around the world into one global community of gamers. And Stadia makes it easy to play your favorite games on any screen in your life.
He looks like such a physics teacher.
You'll be able to play Stadia games on your TV, desktop,
computer,
laptop,
other computer.
tablet,
Okay.
and on Pixel smartphones.
Oh, Pixel phones
Well, that's the
only.
brand new Pixel 3a that we announced last month.
Buy our
Wherever you
phones,
are,
they're really
Stadia
good,
lets you play
honest.
the latest games. No downloads, no patches, no installs. Just grab your controller and you're in. This level of access and availability
Was it like a
represents
mini
a
clip
huge
instant
shift in the
game?
gaming
No, it's a
world.
streaming
Instead of
thing.
a console or a
Right.
PC, you're using Google's data center as the platform. We handle the
No
intense
console
gameplay
required.
processing and graphics, so there's no console required to play your
More
favorite
universal
games.
and
That's
Yeah,
what
exactly.
Stadia is all
user-friendly.
about, the games. Today, we're unveiling the very first wave of games coming to the platform at launch. We're working with hundreds of leading publishers and developers around the world. To
Okay,
deliver their
there's
biggest
some
Sega,
interesting
Bandai.
names there.
We've lined up an incredible selection of games spanning nearly every genre, including fighting, sports, role-playing games, first-person action, and racing titles. And we're just
didn't say shooter
getting
there.
started. This worldwide exclusive unveil comes
They said
straight
a
from
lot.
our
Maybe they
friends
have
at
shooter as
Larian
well. You don't
Studios.
know.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a pretty snappy introduction to it. And I assume that this is going to be one of their big blockbuster exclusives, if you can call them that. And it looks like, what, medieval fantasy setting?
Looks like Game of Thrones.
You might not be 100% off.
Age of Empires?
Well, Age of Empires is an Xbox thing, I would imagine, because it's all PC.
Oh.
Just wondering if this is a cinematic for a game
Oh,
that...
it's a zombie game.
It could be a simulation, but no, I think they're going pretty hard on the transforming here.
Werewolf? Oh, Bloodborne!
Ooh.
No, not Bloodborne.
Well, it is. It's Lovecraftian. It's a Killithid. Or, well, I don't know if it's actually called a Killithid, but that's the Gungeon version of it. But it's like a cryptid Lovecraftian monster. And you can see people floating in the air as well. So what is this? It's Baldur's Gate 3. Right. So
I've
it's
never
not...
played any of Baldur's Gate.
Nope, me neither. But it's a isometric role-playing game, and it's quite similar to Dungeons and Dragons.
Where we try to give everybody a lot of freedom, because we want them to come with their IDs. No, thanks, man. Forget it. My name is Sven Vinke. I am the founder and director of Larian Studios. So Larian
That's good
Studios
they're
was
having fun with
founded
it.
In '97 in Ghent, in Belgium. I've seen the entire evolution of the games industry. We keep on driving the state of the art forward so fast. You don't have that.
It's
in
changed
movies, you don't
quite a
have it in
lot.
movies.
Well, it's probably like
But
20
the
years
games you
ago.
have it in
We said
Stadia
97,
is
so it is 20
like
years
the
ago.
next leap. I mean, it is
More
quite
than 20
revolutionary.
years.
Larian Studios was founded to be able to create big epic RPGs in which the world reacts to what you're doing, in which you could play together with your friends. When we released Divinity Original Sin 1, I tried approaching Wizards of the Coast, trying to tell them that we should be the ones making Baldur's Gate 3. They didn't necessarily believe me back then, but then we started making Divinity Original Sin 2, and then at some point they just reached out to me and they said, well, you're the guy that wanted to make Baldur's Gate 3. Do you still want to make Baldur's Gate 3? And say, yeah, of course I still want to make Baldur's Gate 3. And that got the conversation rolling, and before you knew it...
Yeah, I suppose that didn't take
we were
much
confronting the story.
convincing.
It was awesome. It was a geek dream come true. Baldur's Gate
Geek
3
dream
is
come
the
true.
biggest game that we've ever done. We had to triple the size of the studio to be able to do it. Production values are very, very, very high, but the game deserves it. I mean, it's people have been waiting on it for a very long time, so it deserves to be top-notch in every single aspect, and it's shaping up.
Honestly,
to be
I
beautiful.
can't really gauge how
The
the
coolest
reaction
thing
to
about
this
it
is
all
going to be.
that by bringing it to Stadia, pretty much everybody is going to be able to play it at the highest quality settings, because Stadia is democratic in that sense, if you want. It doesn't differentiate between what platform you're playing it on, because everything is server-based.
So it has to make sure that
We
your
can't wait for
connection
you
is
to play
great.
Baldur's Gate 3 on Stadia. And whether you're playing an RPG like Baldur's Gate 3 or any of the other titles and genres we'll share today, we know that players demand the most responsive experiences from their games. And we have architected Stadia to give you the fastest possible response between what your fingers are doing and what your eyes are seeing. So, what does that mean for the internet connection you're on right now? Let's
All right,
quickly dig
tell us.
into the numbers. Our
Yeah.
highest quality gaming experience is remarkable, with 4K HDR video at 60 frames per second and 5.1 surround sound.
You need a
We're able
gigabit
to
per second
deliver
in
this
internet
experience
connection.
to users with a connection speed of around 35 megabits per
Okay,
second.
that's
That's
quite
quite low.
low.
The processing load, you can enjoy smooth gameplay even if you don't have that kind of connection. So let's say you have a connection speed of just 10 megabits per second.
If you're the only person playing.
Oh.
At least 720p video at 60 frames per
Okay.
second. With
They're
stereo.
trying to target 60
We're
frames per
really proud of
second.
the experience we're able
They
to deliver,
can't.
and it's all thanks to more than 20 years of work at Google, building and optimizing our networks and data.
20,000
centers to
people
support
log in at once,
services
it crashed the
with
whole
billions
thing.
Of users like YouTube,
Well,
Gmail,
hopefully there'll be more than
Android,
20,000 people.
Google Play, Maps, and of course Google Search. The latency
Of
and
course.
speed demands of
Of
online gaming aren't
What
far
other
off
search
from the
engine would you
demands
use?
we've been
Hmm.
meeting for years. We handle the back end so you can play the games you want, when you want, on whatever screen you prefer. Back in October
Do you know what? It reminds
2018,
me
we
of
put this
that game
idea
that we
to
were
the
just
test
playing,
with
Detroit
Project
Comes
Stream.
Human, when it
We
zooms in on
invited
just his
users
head.
to stream
I expect him to like
Odyssey
peel his
up to
flesh off or
1080p
something.
and 60
Yeah.
frames per second. It was
So
a
this must be the thing they were
phenomenal
demoing
gaming
with
experience on a
Assassin's Creed at
wide range of
GDC then.
PCs and laptops that were simply running a Chrome browser. With Project Stream, we demonstrated that we can transmit the live instance from the data center to your screen faster than your eye is transmitting those images to your brain. That's critical for fast-paced games on Stadia, like Mortal Kombat. It's truly a new paradigm for gaming. And since we announced Stadia a few months ago, we've gotten a lot of interest.
Change
about
the
this
rules of
new way
console
to play.
wars. Wow.
In our
Does it
conversations and
cost?
meetups with
It's
game
going to have pricing
developers,
info later
they're
on.
excited about the possibilities of an ever-evolving
Like a
play
subscription
experience.
instead of buying
And we
console?
can't wait
Possibly.
to get Stadia in the hands of gamers later this year. So let's share some more details about the platform
really
and what
changing it.
you'll
I
need
mean,
to
Steam
get
did that.
started at launch.
Well,
You'll
Steam
get the best
requires
experience playing with
PC.
our
This,
new
in theory,
Stadia
only requires a
controller.
TV.
It's
Or a
designed
phone.
So there's the
specifically for
controller.
streaming games, and it includes a
Looks like
capture button
a
for your
PlayStation
game footage
controller.
and a button to access the Google Assistant. Of
Ah,
course, you
Google
can
Assistant
also play
included.
Stadia games with any supported game
Ooh, I
controller
like the mint.
or with a mouse and keyboard.
Oh.
Only other thing you need is a screen to play on. Want to play on the HD TV in your living room? Just plug in a Chromecast Ultra.
Ah,
Rather
that's it. You
play
need a
on your laptop,
Chromecast.
desktop, or tablet?
We need
Open
internet
a Chrome
access.
browser window. Our vision
That's
is
what
for
he's
Stadia
saying.
to run
But you
on
can't do it
any
through
screen that
an
runs
Android
Chrome.
TV.
Or you can,
can
use
if
the
you have
Stadia
Chrome
app
on it.
on your Pixel 3.
Hmm.
We'll be
That's what he was
expanding
just
to more
saying.
screens down the line too, including more smartphones. When you're ready to play, the Stadia controller connects directly to your game running in the Google data center. That direct connection is key to providing the highest possible performance and the best streaming experience. We have so many more details on the Stadia controller, which you can find at stadia.com. We're also a tweet away at Google Stadia to answer all your questions. We're very excited to introduce you to a number of new titles coming to Stadia at launch. Let's take a look.
But when is the launch? I guess that'll be the ending thing.
Raised to be the alpha.
So we're gonna have another like roundup of games, I guess.
Alas,
The controller doesn't look that comfy, to be honest.
It doesn't, but neither did the Switch, and the Switch works really well.
True.
You don't know until you've got it in your hand.
So I'm guessing this is kind of a military tactical shooter.
We said wolf?
a free world where I can roam and explore with no end.
No Man's Sky?
No.
But I came here on the hunt, hidden among sheep, focused on their superficial dreams, moving up the food chain step by step before I dominate them all.
I suppose it could be a completely new game.
To secure the future with technology others developed, but were too fearful to deploy.
Oh, wow.
By tooth and claw,
Battlefield?
I took this island, and by tooth and claw, I will rule
Not
it.
Battlefield?
No. See, this looks more like simulation stuff again, like Command and Conquer. Oh, he's the guy from The Punisher.
Is it the Punisher then?
No, 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 he's just the actor.
The wolf knows when a predator nears. Can a ghost take on the lone wolf? Maybe.
It's
Tracking,
really called Wolf.
analyzing, stalking, patiently, tirelessly. But there is no place for the weak and the wounded here.
Isn't there a
Okay.
game called Wolf Among Us?
Yes, there is, the Telltale game. But obviously this is not going to be called Wolf.
Are wolves.
Sorry, Wolves. My bad. Obviously, it's not going to be called Wolf. No.
So it
it's
looks
called
like there's going to be multiple people in teams, and it's not going to be... Oh, okay, so this is them trying to show
It's
gameplay.
multiplayer.
So 4-player teams, it seems like. So it could be a battle royale. So what do we have? Oh, it's Ghost Recon. Right. Okay. So military
get that at all.
military tactical shooter was correct, but it seemed very futuristic, funnily enough.
Did.
All right, this looks something a bit lighter.
Horror game?
No, I think. Could be a horror game.
This is lovely.
That model is creepy looking enough.
It's interesting. It's like Pixar style, isn't it? Like Coraline almost.
I was thinking it's getting close to Little Nightmares.
It does, doesn't it? It does look like that.
Yep, you're right, it is horror.
Was that right?
Or just go by the drawings on the wall.
Yeah.
We see you. Ooh.
Maybe it is. Like
It
Little
does look like
Nightmares.
Little Nightmares.
Maybe it's Little Nightmares too.
But in 3D. Tell you what.
it looks
it
exactly
could be.
like Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Creepy extended hands. Elongated limbs everywhere. Ugh.
Ooh. What does that say?
Guilt. Guilt the Game by Tequila Works.
Who did Little Nightmares?
It wasn't Tequila Works, I don't
It
think.
did look like that.
It did look
Moonshine
it.
Studios, though.
Oh, have you seen this? This is Overcooked, but for moving your house out. So obviously you work with co-op and try and lift furniture and get into the moving van and everything.
What was the? There was a game where you had to cross a road.
Get Packed is the name of this one, but where you have to cross a road.
Yeah, you were like a little chicken.
Well, that's probably Crossy Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is much more like Overcooked, and as you can tell, they're going like very hard on the like destruction and well, yeah, they said they've got local co-op.
It is like Overcooked, you're right. It's not dissimilar to what happened when we moved.
Ridiculous physics. Explosions everywhere.
This is early gameplay footage. This is actual footage.
Yeah. I'm
That's
not
really
sure.
funny.
I'm not sure I like the camera angle all that much, but it's a strong concept.
But it's similar to Overcooked, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And there is a good formula there that works.
What is?
Another military tactical shooter.
So Tom Clancy's The Division 2 happened 7 months.
The Division.
Ah, The Division 2.
A
Okay.
deadly pandemic that started in New York, spread not only across the nation, but also across the world. And you, as an agent of the Strategic Homeland Division, has been called to Washington, D.C. to help take the city back and save the country. So one of the major challenges is to take an RPG and to create a fast-paced, action-packed shooting game. We learned a lot from the first
Well, it's not
game,
even
and we
an
improved
RPG,
on
it's more of
that.
an MMO,
What we
really,
have
but,
today, I think is the best cover-based shooter RPG out there.
They're
One of the
considering it
real
an
benefits
RPG,
of
clearly.
choosing
Well, yeah.
Washington, D.C. for the second game is that we have all of these amazing, iconic buildings. The White House, the Capitol.
The funny thing is that Division 2 has already launched already,
Lincoln Memorial, and of course,
so they're probably hoping to get
control
people who are already
base
in.
of Washington.
No, not already in. Rather
But
than
why
people who've
would-
already
It
bought
means
it.
that you can play your game anywhere. The collaboration with Google has been really awesome because they're very open, a very open
Play it
company.
anywhere. You can
Plays
do that if
without
you've got a
borders.
Switch.
We know
But it's
with
not on the
Division.
Switch.
I know,
They
but this
know
specific
infrastructure.
game.
Mm.
So together we can
What
build
other
a
games?
powerful, visually appealing experience to all Stadia users.
Every time
Together we
Nintendo
can
bring
make the
out
best.
something, people want to copy it.
The
just a
exciting part
fact.
about
But
this
they're not copying the
with
streaming
Google
thing.
is that they really
No,
have
like,
the
they're
bandwidth and just
copying the
physical infrastructure
movability
to
of
pull
it.
something like this off.
Well, that's only because the mobile
Bringing
phone and the
Division 2
laptop.
to Stadia
Mm.
has been
And the
a
tablet.
learning experience and an immensely thrilling journey. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do in the future.
A Division 3, perhaps.
Hmm.
Who knows? But yeah, I guess the appeal of this would be playing it anywhere, and obviously it's not on the
That's a
Switch, so you
look at
can't
just
take it
some of
anywhere.
the amazing titles we're bringing to you at launch. And now, here to tell you about Stadia's pricing and availability is my friend and
Aha.
colleague, John.
You've only shown us
We're
like
launching
3
Stadia
games.
with a
John
diverse mix of
Justice.
games from lots of genres
It's
and
a proper
world-class
superhero
game
name.
publishers.
Ah.
There's truly something for everyone. With Stadia,
Ooh,
you
I
can
got the
put
funky
your money
glasses.
toward the things that
It's got
really
very
matter,
vivid eyes.
The latest, greatest game experiences that you can play anywhere. To unlock these experiences, we're offering
Green?
a premium subscription for
No,
our
they're blue.
Stadia players. Introducing Stadia Pro.
Stadia
It
Pro.
delivers the best of Stadia for just $9.99 per month.
Okay.
Stadia
That's
Pro gives you
very,
regular
very
That's
cheap.
pretty
add
cheap.
to your library for being a Stadia Pro member at our highest streaming quality. 4K, HDR, 60 frames per second.
And you don't have to
5.1
buy
surround
any of the
sound.
games.
And we're
Well,
going a step further to celebrate
maybe.
players who want to be the first playing on Stadia. We know there's a passionate world of players out there who want bigger, better, more accessible gaming experiences. After announcing Stadia, we've heard from so many gamers who share our excitement. For those fans, we've created a custom limited edition set of exclusive features and content. We call
Okay.
it the Stadia Founders Edition, and you can pre-order it starting today. The Founders Edition includes everything you need to get started with Stadia, and you'll have the first access to Stadia when it launches later this year. We want to make sure your games look great on the biggest screen in your home, so the Founders Edition comes with a Chromecast Ultra for streaming it up to 4K HDR at 60 frames per second directly to
Gotta
your
repeat
TV.
that as many times as
You'll
possible.
also receive a limited edition
Plug,
Night
plug.
Blue Stadia controller, as well
It's
as
not a bad
3
controller,
months of Stadia
looks
Pro.
wise.
And we know gaming is more fun with a
I want the
friend.
mint green to
The
match
Founders
his
Edition
eyes.
comes with a 3-month buddy pass, so you can gift Stadia Pro access to a friend or family member.
Oh, a
You can
3-month
also
pass
pick
for
up an
friends.
additional Stadia controller
Good idea.
for $69. It comes in clearly white, just black, and wasabi. And here's the
Wasabi.
best part about the
That's what they're
Founders
calling
Edition.
it.
You'll be among the first players to secure your exclusive Stadia name. So you'll get the Stadia
Oh,
you want and the
exclusive
brownie rights that
username.
go along with it. So you're getting a Chromecast Ultra, the limited edition Night Blue Stadia controller, 3 months of Stadia
He did
Pro
say
for you and a
$69 for a
and you'll be
controller
one of
though,
the
didn't
first
he?
players
He
to
did.
select a Stadia name. All in the Stadia
Yikes.
Founders Edition.
That's a
And
lot.
It's coming to these 14 countries.
No, I think you get all 3.
And we're working hard to expand Stadia to additional countries in 2020
Well, maybe
and
not.
beyond. We do have one more surprise. Gamers who buy the Stadia Founders Edition will get the complete Destiny 2 experience as part of Stadia Pro. Let's
We
take a
haven't
look.
played Destiny, we have the limited edition
No.
for PlayStation.
And obviously they'll go in a trailer for Destiny 2 expansion and so on. So, we don't really care about Destiny, so we're going to talk over this. I'm pretty sure he said $69 was for another controller. And that's when they advertised the 3 different colors of the controller.
That strange man's back outside, Rob.
Yeah, okay. Just ignore what I just said then. $69 for a controller is a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure the Switch Joy-Cons are $80, and Nintendo justify it by saying
You get 2.
you get 2. So having $70 for one controller seems a bit much.
How much is PlayStation controller? It's 50, isn't it?
Well, usually a PlayStation controller can be bought new for £40, which translates to about $60, I think. But I would consider the accessories for the controllers to be quite overpriced, so if you can find it for like £35 or £30, that's a much better deal. And that translates to, you know, $40 to $50, depending on the exchange rate. $70 for a controller. I guess, again, the appeal of it is that this should work wherever you plug in the Chromecast Ultra. So, you plug it into the TV, you plug it into the laptop, plug it wherever you want. So in theory, for one person, you only ever need the one controller, or at least for a single-player game. So let's say you're playing Destiny 2 or The Division 2. Everyone who's playing online has a controller. But what about Get Packed? Because that has local co-op. So you're going to definitely need another controller.
Always brings us back.
It
Seems a
still makes sense having a controller per person.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices.
Is it Destiny?
So apparently
Their
Destiny 2 is
endless
going
torment
free to play.
reshapes our moon.
So I'm wondering how this expansion is going to
Nightmares
fit
now
into that.
stalk the surface,
Is this
walking
Destiny?
shadows,
Yeah.
seeking vengeance.
This is the reveal of the
Our
Shadowkeep
old
expansion.
fears,
Ah.
they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked has awakened.
Looks like midnight.
And I don't suppose they're actually going to show any gameplay of this, are they?
Bring an end to this suffering. One way
No, doesn't seem like it.
or another.
Fall 2019. And again, they're going hard on the, you can play this anywhere, so get all your
Our friends
devices.
at Bungie for partnering with us to bring the full Destiny 2 experience to Stadia. The base game, all previous add-ons, the newest expansion, and the annual pass. They're all included in your Stadia Pro subscription. And as an added bonus, you'll be able to transfer your Destiny Guardian to Stadia from any other.
Pending approval.
The Stadia Founders Edition comes with limited edition night
Bit
blue
cheeky,
controller,
isn't it? You can't announce that if
Chromecast
it's not.
Ultra,
Well, they can try and advertise
Stadia
it.
Pro, the full
It'd be
Destiny
funny if
2
Sony just said,
experience,
nah,
first
can't do
time
it.
your Stadia name, and a buddy pass to give Stadia Pro to a friend for 3 months. Good luck deciding who you're going to give it to.
That
When
implies
add
you
everything
have
up,
friends.
That's almost $300 of
We
value.
don't
Online
have
friends.
any
And you get it
friends.
all in the Founders Edition for just $129.
Okay.
You can pre-order now.
To be fair,
$130 for all
Excited
that.
to offer the Founders
Chromecast
Edition
is
to gamers
quite-
around the world.
Yeah, Chromecast is about
Only
30
available
quid,
for
isn't it?
limited time, in limited quantities. So don't wait too long to pre-order.
So
If you
Chromecast
don't
30
want the
quid,
Founders Edition,
controller
Stadia
40,
Pro,
that's
you
70.
can still buy and play
Controller's
Stadia games
70.
without a subscription.
No,
Simply
$70.
buy the games you
Alright.
want
I'm doing
when
it by
you want them.
pounds.
Right.
We call them
So that's
Stadia
£70.
Base, and any game
So that was
There's
about
another
£100.
$50 in there.
Play
So Buddy
whenever
Pass
you want.
plus Destiny
So whether
plus
you're ready to go
subscription.
all in with the Founders
Bit
Edition
cheeky,
bundle,
isn't it?
or if you prefer Stadia Base, you have
Push your
options.
username.
All right, let's
Well,
bring
I
Phil
don't
back
count that
for
as a
few final details and surprises.
selling point.
Thanks for tuning in to this first look at some of our most exciting
Oh, that was
launch
disappointing.
titles, pricing
I know.
details, and how to access Stadia right at launch. You can get more details and
When is
info.
the
at
maybe it is only
stadia.com/FAQ,
gonna be half an hour.
or you can find it in the description here, or tweet us at Google.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have
Stadia.
loads of games, but I'm
We'll
gonna
have
show you
much
any
more
of
to
them.
come soon, including additional announcements from some of the
Yeah,
world's best game
like they
publishers.
have the names of the games there as well.
To experience Stadia for yourself. And with
Can
that,
you just
we're
show us
excited
some
to show you
trailers?
one last collection of games.
There we go.
Okay. So.
Whoa. Okay, right. Great. Okay.
Oh.
Really useful.
So I'm seeing a lot of games that are like big AAA, you know, people are into this now. You buy it on Stadia, you can play it anywhere you want. So Mortal
But they're
Kombat,
really
Tomb
trying
Raider,
to sell this.
Metro, Rage 2, Dragon Ball Fighters. There's a
Rangers?
Power Rangers game there. Samurai Showdown, Just Dance. Don't know if that was Happy Few. There's
would not be
Trials.
playing Just
Final Fantasy
Dance out and
15. That's
about.
interesting. Obviously FIFA.
Yeah.
There's Get Packed again. Farming Simulator? The weird thing is that some of these games will only ever work with a mouse and keyboard, but they did say that that would be compatible. So there's Thumper, there's Dragon's Dogma,
You guys are weird.
Mortal Kombat, and there's Baldur's Gate 3 announcement again, Assassin's Creed, Destiny.
It's too much.
I'm really surprised that they haven't actually announced Skyrim as one of these, because that would be
It's on
one of the
everything
things.
else.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Minecraft.
They try and put Skyrim on as many
Isn't-
things as possible.
Isn't Minecraft Microsoft?
Yes, it is.
That might be why.
Okay.
Is that really? That's
I
it,
guess
okay.
that was the Google Stadia Connect.
We're gonna have to rewind and figure out what all them games that they flashed in front of my eyes and give me a bit of epilepsy from.
I don't know. I mean, I think they did the right thing in showing off Guilt and Get Packed as kind of unique games that would be available
Guilt
on
looks really
Stadia.
good, but I enjoyed the other one.
But bear in mind that most of these games that they've shown off will also be on PC at the very minimum, because that's how those games are made, you know? So people make dev kits for PlayStation and Xbox, but everyone's got a PC and everyone can do coding. So
I'm surprised they didn't say Dark Souls. This is the kind of
well,
thing that would
that's
be
the thing,
quite
is
good
like
for 'em.
I didn't see any Japanese developer names on there. There might have been some.
No, there were a few.
Which ones did you see specifically?
Capcom.
Capcom. Oh yes, of course, because Samurai Showdown. Actually, is that Capcom? I don't know.
I thought it was.
Well, Capcom is a Japanese.
I know, that's why I
developer,
said.
So
Capcom
Okay.
was definitely on there, and Bandai Namco.
Yeah, I suppose so. Actually,
There were a few Japanese producers on that. I didn't, to be honest, you barely see anything because it just flashes in front of you and then it's gone.
yeah. But the pricing of $130 for the controller, the Stadia Pro, to be honest, $10 a month for a subscription service.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Is
but
pretty good.
It's not $10 a month. It's $10 a month plus X plus X plus.
Oh
X.
yeah. But what I'm
It's
saying
got
is
lots of
that
add-ons.
once you've bought a Chromecast Ultra and you've got a controller, in theory, all you have to do is pay $10 a month.
And
so
then they
it becomes,
cancel it and say, haha, we tricked you into buying Chromecasts.
well, then you'd use a Chromecast for something else.
I know, it was a
So,
joke.
But it's kind of like the Netflix model. $10 a month is the same as the Disney Plus pricing as well. I don't know how much Netflix is in US dollars,
Oh, I
but
really want Disney Plus.
well, that's coming out later this year, so we can
No.
maybe think about that. But yeah, it's not a bad thing. $10 a month, so that'd be what, £8 a month, maybe? I think that could do pretty well. Pimmsy's just aghast at Kenai just being a burrowing little rabbit.
He's trying to burrow underneath me, but I can't.
So I guess that's it. There's not really anything else at this point for Google Stadia.
Which is very disappointing. I thought
but-
they might have an original game that they're kind of announcing, and they didn't
They
announce
did.
any.
They get Guilt.
Guilt
I've never seen Guilt in any other place
it's
other than
obviously
this.
Little Nightmares, just like...
Well, we don't know
ow,
that.
Ow, ow, ow.
We don't know that. That was a
He's-
brand new game.
It looked like Little Nightmares.
It did, but oh well.
Kenai, cut it out. Right, we're going to have to finish because he's...
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up
Yes.
here. So thanks for watching our brief reaction stream to the Google Stadia Connect, guys.
Yes.
Um,
Brief to match the brief announcement.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel, but I will say that we are planning to do more reaction streams to the E3 conferences. So there's Microsoft on Sunday at 9 p.m. There is Ubisoft at 6 p.m. on Monday, and then there's also another one at 9 p.m. Maybe Ubisoft is 9 p.m. and PC Gaming Show's at 6. And then Nintendo has one on Tuesday at 5 p.m. So same time as this one, actually, just on Tuesday next week. So yeah, tune in then and join us, and we'll do reactions to all those. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye.